what about if woman is asking permission to buy a dress or a bag or something very, very expensive?
You ask me permission to buy a dress and a bag all the time.
Yeah, what do you think about that? See now.
All right, so this subject, I this is hard. This is a tough one, because yeah, baby will buy anything. Like, you should see her earrings she has on right now. They're bigger than her ears.
No way, they're nice.
Oh no, they're elegant and beautiful. Yeah, but she would buy not just that pair. She would buy all of the pairs. So that's part of the reason though why I'm kind of in charge of the finances though, is because of, how would you say this politely without me getting killed in my sleep? I'm in charge of the finances. Well, that aspect of it, because of frivolous spending, I would have to say, right? Yeah, so I definitely cut her off. She's like, well, why don't we buy this car? I'm like, we don't need a fucking Jaguar in Cambodia.
We don't need a car.
We don't need a car in Cambodia. She's like, well, we should get a car. I'm like, what car would you want? It's a fucking Audi, and in Cambodia, it's a $150,000 car. That's an expensive.
More expensive.
Yeah, it's an expensive fucking car, especially when the roads here, they're not conducive for $150,000 cars. But yeah, so like that's the shit I shut down. So
I bought an iPhone and used it for 4 days only.
when did you do that?
Oh, last year, remember? For 4 days, iPhone.
What'd you do with it?
Nothing.
Where is it?
I sold it out.
You sold it?
Yeah.
How much did you get back for it?
I lost $120.
You lost 100 in 4 days. You lost 100. Why didn't you keep it?
I didn't need it.
Why'd you buy it?
I don't know. I just liked it.
See, this is it. So yeah, I gotta put a stop to that shit.
And this is why we're saving money now. I know the difference.
I can't believe you bought a phone and sold it 4 days later and just took the loss. Took the $150 loss. Yeah. Yikes. All right, so so anyway, so I can't believe you did that. And you have no problem with it. She has no issues with it at all right now. All right, so this is why I'm in charge of the finances, do that kind of stuff. But when it comes to like saying no, you can't buy specific things in our relationship, yeah, I say that because obviously things will happen behind my back. So I don't know, there's probably tons more. There's probably an entirely different apartment just filled with expensive shit that I just don't even know about.
I like the idea about a different apartment. We should do that. Just hide things.
But she doesn't know that I hired spies. So yeah, yeah. But okay, but you're really like for your relationship, if it depends. It depends on if it's an unhealthy way of doing it or it's a healthy way of doing it. Because obviously, if Phoebe wants something, she's gonna get it, and I'll make sure that she gets it. And so usually the frivolous things like the expensive dress, there's a kind of debate that happens between us where I'm like, why do you need it? Kind of like what happened with the phone. It was like, what did you do? Why did you do that? Like, and if she doesn't come to my side with what we're talking about, then she's going to get it. So my whole job is to convince her that she doesn't need it. And if I can't do that, then she gets it. So, that's our kind of deal. That's how we work those things out.